Hello and welcome. We're going to do something a little different today, and we're going to have a look at some crystals. So there's quite a few to get through, and I hope you enjoy them. So this is a piece of agate, and you can see it's a purple here on this side, and then look at all the lines here, beautiful lines going across, and that's a purple agate. Now this is labradorite, and it's called purple flush labradorite. So if I tip it on its side, it's quite a big lump this. I'm going to tip it on its side. See if you can get, there it is. See the purple flush in the way the stone flashes? See that? There's a big band of gold across the middle, followed with purple. It's amazing, isn't it? Other than that, it looks like it's quite a boring, large piece of stone. But it's got amazing shine. So I've just turned it over. Now look at it. See the edge? See the edge in the front here? Just look at all that edge. Look at the way the flame, looks like a flame in there. And it's going purple, and then you'll gradually see a little bit of gold in there. So that's called purple flush labradorite. You also get blue and gold, or orange flame they call it. And this is some of the orange flame labradorite. You just gotta get it just right, just like that. Isn't that amazing? So 1 minute it just looks grey and dull, and the next minute it has that beautiful colour. Look at that. And all of that is hidden away underground in rock. So this is another chunk of labradorite, and this is like the bluey green flash, and it looks quite dull, almost looks like it's got trees growing on it. But if I tilt it forward, look at the way it changes. Look at the way it almost lights up. It looks like a forest with a mist behind it. Isn't that magical stuff? That's labradorite. Now this is a form of jasper. I collect jaspers, many jaspers, and this is wonderstone. This comes from Nevada, and I've got a lot of them, and it's sort of like purple and yellows. You wouldn't believe rock could be that colour, but it's beautiful. That's wonderstone. Look at this. This is septarian. This is a huge lump of stuff, isn't it? It really is. It's quite heavy. But look at the patination on that. Colours, little bits of like a quartz inclusion there. But the colours are amazing. Quite a powerful stone. So septarian, it's a speaking stone. It improves your communication. It's sort of associated with the lower chakras, the root, sacral, and solar plexus. And this is petersite. It's a fairly recent discovery. I think it was discovered in 1978, and the man that discovered it gave his name to it. It's really for divination, Reiki, auras, channeling, good for spiritual awareness and Akashic records, protection. And it's good for the sacral, the solar plexus, and the third eye. That's its benefits. It's a beautiful crystal, beautiful. Look at that. I can turn it over. See that sort of yellowing in the sides? It's very similar to tiger eye, not so flashy. This is snakeskin jasper. Isn't that beautiful? And you can see where it gets its name from. It's a snakeskin. This is from Australia, and this is called stitchite. It's good for eating disorders, memory, diabetes, anything endocrine, circulatory, nervous, neuroskeletal. It's an amazing thing. If you want weight loss, take this. Have this by you. Gives you focus, harmony, and empowerment. It's a really all-round beautiful crystal and good from your crown, your third eye and your heart. That's stitchite, and that's from Australia. Now it is, you may see, a stone called Bolivianite, and they're the same stone, just with different names. One comes from Bolivia, the other one from Australia. And this is galaxyite. This was discovered in the 1850s, and it was named because, just look at it. If I turn it, you can see it all sparkling. You see little bits of blue and little bits of green. It sparkles. Turned it over, and this side is a little bit better. Do you see the blues and the greens? Just sparkles. Just like the galaxy, like the stars in the sky. That's galaxyite. And this is a bit of a cure-all. It covers every chakra. It's good for every chakra. Metabolism, digestive, nervous system, mental health, circulatory, dreams. Just beautiful. Clever old stone. You'll recognize this. This is obsidian. When I say you'll recognize it, maybe you will. But if I turn it sideways, like that, see it? There it is. It's gold sheen obsidian. It's got that beautiful gold sparkle, sort of like under the top layer. This has the same sort of qualities as other obsidians. Circulatory, good for muscles, digestive, female problems, recovering after illness, eye health, tissue health. And that's with the root chakra, sacral, and the solar plexus, the lower three. This comes from India, and this is blue opal. It doesn't have the sparkles like the Aussie opal. It's just plain colour. It's got a band of the black and the white across the top. It's amazing how straight those lines are. So blue opal, this also covers every chakra, right through them. It's good for diabetes, particularly insomnia. It's good for memory as well, so it might be something for somebody that may be starting with something like Alzheimer's or dementia. It might be good. It might slow it down, it might not, but it's worth a try. Like I say, it's for every chakra, and that's blue opal. Does anybody know what this is? Does anybody have a clue? Look closely at the pattern, very closely. Turn it over. This comes from Australia. This is petrified wood. It's a fossil, it's a stone now. It was once a tree. I believe because of its colour, it's a very pinky colour, that it's been jarrah wood. So you would have a similar colour, but it's more purple in Purple Heart in States. But that was once a tree. Have you ever seen anything like that? It's very similar to tiger iron. Isn't it beautiful? If I put it down, you can get a better glow of it. Turn it round. There you go. It sort of shines a bit, doesn't it? It's got stripes across it. That is hypersthene. That was discovered in 1981. That covers all of your chakras. It's good for anemia, anything intestinal, pain relief, fatigue and sleep. Now this one, if you struggle with sleep, buy yourself some hypersthene, but don't rely on it, because it will help you sleep and you'll get a good night's sleep. But you mustn't become dependent on it. Your body needs to learn how to sleep itself. But that will help you with your sleep. Now this is the only crystal, if I pick this up, this is the only crystal that you will never ever be allowed to take into a casino. If you have this in your pocket in a casino, they will not let you in because it is extremely lucky. And people who have it win big style. Did I tell you that? Hey, come back! You can't go to Las Vegas now. Come back. Now this is garnerite, very green stone, quite similar to green opal. Very heavy indeed. This is a kind of a pinky purple coloured crystal. This is rhodonite. It's called rhodonite. Sometimes you get little traces of ruby in it. This is green opal. It's quite dull looking, but it has quite a lot of power. Beautiful green though, look at that. The way that line runs across the side. Wow. That's green opal. I don't know if you've heard of Lemurian, but this is Lemurian in aquatine and calcite. Isn't that lovely? Really lovely blue. That's Lemurian. And this is howlite. And you can get howlite in all sorts of different colours now. They dye it. It's what they use if they want to fake turquoise. So they'll dye it blue. But howlite, this is natural white howlite. Howlite is a sleep aid. If you want to go to sleep, that's the boy to get. So this is charoite. It's a beautiful, beautiful purple stone. I have two different shades here. One is very purpley, like this, and the other is more sort of indigo. Look at the little fine design. Isn't that gorgeous? There's a bigger piece. This is mainly from Russia. You can't buy it from there now, obviously, but it's mainly from Russia. That's the more indigo one, and you can see when if I put the together, slight difference in colour, but they are both charoite. And these are purpurite. You can see the purple colour there. This one over here has it's got a quartz band across it, but they're really, really dark purple. This is also another large piece of purpurite, and this is one of its little tricks. Look at that. Similar type of thing to what labradorite does. But if you turn it over, it only does it on the one side. There's a partial bit down there. You can just get a glimpse of the purple. Can you see it? Flash there. But isn't that lovely? It's really lovely. You say, I love my party piece. Look at that. Look at what I can do when I try. Woohoo! Now you see me? Now you don't. How stunning. And these are those other three. You just get a glimpse of the purple more there. But if you were just looking at these in the daylight, they'd look black. But when you put them under light and tilt them, you get the purple. Very beautiful. This is blue apatite. It comes in various colours. But it's a very, very pretty stone. And the name apatite should give you a clue. If you want to lose weight, shove one of these apatite under your pillow. So that's the underside. Look at that. Call this a dragon's egg, this one. It's just the way it's cut. Isn't that amazing? So this is blue apatite. So that same stone, under ultraviolet light, black light, whatever you want to call it, look at the way it changes. It responds to the ultraviolet light. There we are. This is probably a better example. Clever old stuff. Can anybody guess what this is? There's your clue. It's red tiger's eye. You can get it in blue and the usual brown. Quite pretty. I just found this. This is gold flash labradorite. It's like magic, isn't it? Some people call it orange or fire. It's like gold. It's just magic. From that to that. I've turned it over, and if you imagine that looks like a frosty winter scene. Now look at it. I'll just move that light down out the way. There you go, we've got it there. Took a little while to get the right angle. Isn't that bizarre? Looks like there's people in the middle of there. Help! Let us out! Help! And this is sort of a purple crystal, purple stone, and it's purple mica. That's what it's called, purple mica. And this is a party piece too. It says, look at me shine. I can shine. Look at me shine. Amazing. Purple mica. It's got lots of imperfections on the back, but it does the same on the back. Just flashes like the silver under its skin. This is moss agate. Isn't it pretty? It's lovely, lovely stuff. So I've just held this over my phone light, but look at all the details of the moss trapped in there for thousands and thousands of years. Isn't that fantastic? And this is green kyanite. They call them kyanite blades. That's another one. Green kyanite. Very pretty. This is some slab of garnets, and they are in limestone. I'm not sure if it's limestone or schist, but they're sort of multi-hexagonal, and they're usually sort of pea-sized, the ones you find on the beach. That's in its natural form there, just polished. And this is jasper. This is zebra jasper, and this comes from Malawi in Africa. It's very pretty. Oh, black and white stone. Very, very pretty. If I put it under the ultraviolet light, then tilt it, look how that sparkles. Isn't that amazing? It's just sparkling away. So you know what these are. Hands up. Last one to answer is a ninny. This is pyrite. This is gold pyrite, or golden pyrite. Fool's gold. People come whooping and hollering, oh look, I've found some gold. But the thing is, you often find pyrite where there is gold. It's one of those clues if it's in the vein. So quite a sparkle. And it comes in cubes. We're already cubed. You can just pack us in a box. So this is fuchsite. The green is fuchsite. But the pink is ruby. It's a lovely, lovely crystal, and this is one I polished myself the other morning. I have a lapidary set outside, out back, and I'm frequently doing polishing crystals. I'll show you its little party piece. This is its party piece. When you put it under ultraviolet, the ruby really shows pink. Look at that. That's how you can tell when it's a real ruby, because they're really pink, very, very pink. So this is arfvedsonite, Arfvedsonite, and it looks a bit of a dull old thing, but it says to you, I can do party tricks too. Just turn me to the side, just a little bit, just a little bit. Look what I can do. I'm beautiful too. Isn't that amazing? It's just amazing. Keep turning it. Look at that. It comes from Iceland. So there's obviously volcanic activity in it. That's from, I think it's either Arizona or could be Colorado, and that is aquamarine. I polished that one up the other day. It's just beautiful blue. Lovely blue, quite a light blue. But that's aquamarine. This is tremolite, and this comes from Africa as well. I think this comes from Congo. It's a lovely colour. This is agate. It's called black agate, and you can see the white sort of mix in the middle there. It's very, very pretty. And this is its party piece. Now you can see, with the ultraviolet light, you can see all the little lines that are in it. Amazing, amazing colour. So this is tourmalated quartz. You can see the tourmaline in there. Isn't that pretty? This is ancestralite. And these are really sort of like a purple stone. This area here is all purple, but this is like sparkling quartz. It's not quartz, but it is very, very sparkling. It's very beautiful crystal. This is pretty. This is oyster, copper, and turquoise. So you can see the turquoise, that's obvious. You can see the copper. And the sort of semi-translucent shiny stuff is what they call oysters. It looks like oyster shell. That's pretty. Oyster, copper, turquoise. So this comes in what you call a blade. It looks like a blade. This is Vivianite. But it's like a black glass, isn't it? It's really very, very delicate. And they send you them in little bottles like this to protect them. But I have a story about Vivianite. So Vivianite looks very similar to tourmaline. Comes in these sort of blades. Very glassy looking. Now my mother's family name from the 1800s was Vivian. And they came from Cornwall before they went to Utah. And there was a William Vivian, who in 1811 discovered this very crystal. And it was named after him. That's why it's called Vivianite. Useless facts, but they interest me. And this is a lump of granite. And it's called K2 because that's where it comes from. K2, the mountain beside Everest in the Himalaya. What do you think? Quite attractive, isn't it? This is dioptase. It's quite difficult to get the colours. There you go, you get a much better. This is dioptase. This comes from India. How beautiful is that? That's a lantasite. Atlanticite. The purples and the greens. Gorgeous. You'll probably know this. This is chrysocolla. That's mozarkite. Doesn't look too stunning. See if I've got a better bit somewhere. That's it. Isn't that pretty? Do you recognise this? Look at that. Wow. Blue, yellow. Little flash of red in there. That's opal. This comes from Cubipede, and that's potch. That's what it's found in, potch. I haven't polished this down. It's going to be a tiny, tiny bit. You can just see how big that bit is. There. See it? It's going to be a really delicate job to polish that down. There's lots of colours in there. Beautiful opal. This is serpentine. Lovely, delicate, pale green. Serpentine. And this stuff is a bit like gold dust. This is watermelon tourmaline. It's really, really expensive. But it's quite pretty, and it's sort of green. Usually get shards of green, and then they go into this sort of reddy pink colour. Hence the reason why they call it watermelon. That's rhodochrosite. Isn't it pretty? Such a stunning, stunning colour. And that's also rhodochrosite. Very pink, isn't it? It's gorgeous. It's just a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful stone. Some people call them crystals, some people call them stones. I only really call them crystals if I think they've got quartz in them. This comes from Pakistan, and this is pink opal. Quite pretty. So under the ultraviolet light, it does have a little bit of a party piece there. Shines bright. And you'll all recognise this one. This is malachite. Very green, very beautiful. That's quite a big fat lump of it as well. This is poppy jasper. Isn't that pretty? If I turn it over. Not the best example of poppy jasper. I think I've got some more somewhere, but that's lovely. Here's some red jasper, Dalmatian jasper. You'll find quite a bit this stuff now. They're dyeing it green and blue and red. Still has the same properties, but it looks flashier. But if you want the natural stuff, this is the natural colour, Dalmatian. And that's like a green, almost like bird's eye, very similar to bird's eye jasper, but it's called Kambaba jasper. It's not a proper jasper, but it comes from Central Africa. I think it's Cameroon or somewhere like that. So you got some yellow jade, tiger jasper. Isn't that lovely? It does look very similar to tiger's eye, but it's not the same. It doesn't have the same sheen. It's a different format. And this is Larima. The only place in the world you can get Larima from is the Dominican Republic. This is chrysocolla. It's kind of greeny. It's got green and blue. So that's chrysocolla. Strawberry quartz. Sorry, this one is strawberry quartz. And this one is like it's goldstone, what you call goldstone, which you can get either in blue or black. I think you can get green goldstone as well, and you can see why, because of the sparkles. It's just got a natural sparkle about it. But that's strawberry quartz. Now that's quite a powerful stone, strawberry quartz, so don't pass it by. If you see it, get it. And this is blue kyanite. Isn't it beautiful? I showed you the green one earlier, but this is blue. It's very metallic. See the blue there? It's gorgeous. And this is from Norway. There's another one there. It's very pink stone. This is called Fuelite, and it comes from a place in Norway, believe it or not, called Fuel. So if you've ever seen the roof racks on cars, I don't know what you call them, a roof rack. Thule, that's where they're made from, the town or the city of Fuel in Norway. Well, this is specific only to Norway, and it's got a lot of qualities, mainly attached to your root chakra. So we're back in Australia now. This is Mookaite Jasper. Isn't that beautiful? Who would believe that something as gorgeous as that could be buried in the rock face? It's just fabulous. And that's garnet. Quite a dull looking stone or crystal, but sometimes you find garnets quite literally that big, but they're hexagonal. They're hexagonaloid, should we say, multifaceted. You just find them on the beach. If you look at Dan Hurd's channel, he finds loads of garnets. So we've got here some amethyst, citrine, and amazonite. Who would know how beautiful these colours are? And when you look at this amethyst, just look at that. You can get some really very profound striping in the amethysts. They call it dream amethyst or zebra amethyst. That's citrine, lovely. Amethyst is a calming stone, keeps you calm. Just lovely, lovely crystals. So the purple, lepidolite, that will help you detox, that'll help you sleep. If you want sleep, that's the one. And this is flower agate. Now, if you're a trippy kind of person and you're the sort that goes wandering off into the bushes to smoke something weird, don't bother to smoke it. Just get one of those and shove that under your pillow and you'll be tripping. Flower agate. It'll take you on a trip like no other, believe me. Heliotrope bloodstone. Isn't that beautiful? It's quite gorgeous colour. Really gorgeous colour. That comes from Africa, that one. That's some unakite, and you can see by the colour what it would be useful for. The green is for the heart, and the orangey colour you can go with the sacral and the solar plexus in there. It's also good for the third eye as well. Unakite. That is a stunning colour, absolutely stunning. It's pink rhodonite. It's just beautiful. That's for the root chakra and the heart. If you get insect bites, it's good to have that. It will heal them, stop them being from inflammation. It prevents inflammation. Good for hearing in your ears, for your organs, skeletal recovery, that kind of thing. It's excellent. This is ametrine. It's a mixture of amethyst and citrine. It's very, very light amethyst in colour. And here you've got some tiger ironstone. This is really good stuff, this. Root chakra and your earth chakra by the colour. And then you've got some fantastic... There's many different names for this. I call it fire quartz. You can see why. It's fire quartz. Mahogany obsidian. See the brown, the mahogany colour in it? There you go. I've just found this. This is some more labradorite with its party piece. How stunning is that? Now I've gone. Now you can't see me. Now you can. What a show off. What a show off. Alrighty, so this is red howlite. I told you that they dye these, but they're great for sleep problems. Any howlite is. And that's a plum blossom tourmaline. Isn't that lovely? Beautiful, beautiful. That's really good for the heart, that one. And this is blue titanium quartz. So they've treated it with titanium. It's blue quartz. It's been treated with titanium. And that's good for every chakra. It does improve whatever it usually has. But, you know, mainly for inner strength, peace, serenity, empowerment, all of this stuff. But put that under your pillow with that flower agate and you will be on a trip. You'll only do it the once. So that's angelite. There, we've got angelite, a sardonyx. A beautiful pattern on that. Let me show you that one closer. It's just stunning. I've got quite a few of these sardonyx. Absolutely gorgeous. Almost agate. And carnelian. Very, very powerful stone. That's all your sort of your reds and yellows. So that's your root, your sacral, and your solar plexus. Sardonyx, that's mainly your root, your heart, your third eye, and your crown. And then angelite is your throat chakra, your third eye, and your crown. So if you want to do some speaking or talking, that's the one. So here we have ruby fuchsite. That's heart, really for your heart. Manifestation, protection, relationships, focus and balance. And this one is ruby kyanite. That's good for every chakra. It does the lot. Now, these two have their party piece. I'll show you what their party piece is. So you can see this one on the left here, showing off. What a big show off. What a big show off. And the pink is the ruby. Wow. What a show off. Isn't that amazing? And the ruby kyanite, it's just full of ruby. Wow. Because kyanite doesn't respond. Kyanite is that sort of bluey sheen at the bottom that you might just catch. What a pair of show-offs. We'll leave the show-offs. Leave the show-offs to the end, you see. Total show-offs. Now these are agates. So you've got blue agate and this pink agate. Now they do start off pink and they do start off blue, but what they do is they add dye to enhance them. And these two are show-offs too. So look at this. What an absolute show-off. From start to finish. Pretty though, isn't it? Very, very pretty. What about the blue? I don't know if the blue responds as much. Not as much as the pink. Isn't it clever though? I've got some other pink agates I'll show you. So this very light lilac is phosphodiserite. Phosphosiderite. Phosphosiderite, let me get it right. And it's got little gold streaks in it. It's very, very hard to pick them up. It does have little gold streaks in it. She says dropping it. It's not on that side. They're on this side. They're really, really hard to see. There's one right in the middle. Impressive little stone. That's the better one of the poppy jasper. Isn't that lovely? Gorgeous colours. Really gorgeous. Blue tiger's eye. Almost looks like hypersthene. But that's stunning. Wow. And that's topaz. Golden topaz. And some rainforest jasper. Isn't that lovely? That comes from Congo in Africa. Gorgeous. So I love jasper. It's my favourite stone. And this is bumblebee jasper. This has been sealed, so it's got like a shiny coating over it because the yellow is a mixture of sulphur and arsenic. That'll be the arsenic and that'll be the sulphur. and you don't want to get it on your hands. But that's bumblebee jasper. Absolutely beautiful. And these are 3 beautiful pink agates. Absolutely gorgeous. And they can't help themselves. They have to show off also. I picked that one up under the ultraviolet light. What a show off. Look at that. What a show off. They're all just big show offs. They're pink agates. They're not dyed, they're natural. Wow. So this is imperial jasper. It's a sediment, really. That's pink jasper. They couldn't think what to call this, so they thought, I'll call it striped jasper. That's rather lovely. That's silver leaf jasper. And that's a polychrome jasper. So this is Maligano jasper, the same stone, but look at the difference. Same stone. One's orangey and one's yellow. That's leopard skin jasper, isn't that gorgeous? Leopard skin. And then you've got some Cherry Creek jasper, and this is called asteroid jasper. Very common one. This is picture jasper. This is fine line jasper. That's autumn jasper. I don't know where they get this from. Flower jasper. And this is banded jasper. And this one very, very similar to red tiger eye. Pretty though, very pretty. So this is guinea fowl jasper, some green jasper, Miriam jasper. Look at that Miriam, isn't that beautiful? This is lion skin jasper, and you can see why they call it lion skin. It's just so pretty, it really is. This is a banded, they call it zebra jasper, but zebra would normally be darker, but if they want to call it zebra, I think it's a brown zebra jasper. This is very common. This is brecciated jasper. And this is green snake. I just polished that one last week. The green snake skin jasper. They're lovely. Well, this is purple sediment jasper. It's one of my favourites. It's just glorious, glorious colour. And it's also a show off. It goes bright pink under ultraviolet. So that, my friends, is a lifetime of collecting crystals and stones. I do polish quite a lot myself. I thought you might be interested. I hope you've enjoyed that. Thank you very much. And we'll catch up with you next time. Bye for now.